Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a tutorial on this look that you see. It's a very bold, dramatic fall makeup look. Recently, this Instagram page called Online Makeup Store India with underscores in the middle. I'm going to leave their link on the screen. They recently sent me a lot of Middle Eastern makeup and I was so excited and happy to receive it because I love trying out new makeup that we don't have access to that easily, makeup that's not easily available in India. I feel like there's so much to discover in the beauty industry and there's so much we don't know, so I love it when I get to try different makeup from all over the world. So I have created this look out of all the products that I got sent. There is an eyeshadow palette, there is a makeup fixing spray, a super stunning highlighter palette, a gel liner and a primer, and I also have 8 different matte lipsticks. I'm wearing one of them today. I'm gonna do a separate lip swatch video on those lipsticks, but this is one of those shades. I think it's absolutely amazing and I'm loving the weather. It's finally cold. I love winters. This is like my time of the year. I'm just a happier, nicer person in the winter time, so I'm really happy and I hope you're happy too. Let's get into the tutorial. Oh, but before we do that, do you like my new background? I think this is so cute. It's pink with little studs. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Let me know what you guys think of my new background. And also please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos like this. I post makeup tutorials, hauls, reviews, fun stuff like this. So if you want to see more from me, please click that subscribe button over there and you will be notified whenever I post a new video. So let's just get started with the look. So to start with, I'm going to be using this new primer that I have. By the way, if you're wondering that my skin is looking a little bit greasy, that is because I like to work with really well moisturized skin before I start putting my makeup on. So that's why I like to slather the moisturizer on before I start with my makeup. So this is a primer by the brand Office. It is a Middle Eastern brand. The first thing that I noticed about this primer is that the packaging looks really cool. You can see the packaging looks extremely stunning. It's nice and silver. It has a pump, and another thing that I noticed is that you get 50 ml of product in here. Usually primers have about 15 to 20 ml, sometimes even 30 at max, but 50 ml I've seen for the first time in a primer. So I'm just gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna take about 1.5 pumps and I'm gonna rub it between my fingers and apply it onto my T-zone. So it feels a little bit silicone-y. I'm using it for the first time. I'm using all of these products for the first time, by the way. It feels a little bit silicone-y and it's not that mattifying, which I like because my skin is a little bit dry at the moment, especially in the winter time. It feels very nice and hydrating, but still something that would not make me oily throughout the day. So it has been on for about 30 seconds and it feels a little bit sticky. This is the kind of primer that I would like to leave on my skin before I start putting my makeup on. So I think I'm going to leave it on for about 5 minutes and then I'm going to come back to my face and start with the rest of my makeup. For foundation today, I'm going to be using my Benefit Hello Flawless foundation. I am in the shade Champagne. I'm going to pick up a PAC Master Stroke brush number 02 and I'm gonna shake the foundation a little bit because I feel like if I don't shake this foundation before I use it, the water and the foundation or the oil or whatever separates. So I like to shake it really well before I use it. This is one of my favorite high-end foundations for a beautiful sheer natural kind of finish. I love this foundation. For concealer, I'm going to be using a mixture of 2 concealers. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Light, and I'm going to go over it with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC30. This is a little bit too light for my skin tone, but I want a really nice bright under eye look today because I'm going to be working with purple eyeshadows and burgundy type of eyeshadows. Those eyeshadows tend to bring out the darkness in your eyes, so you need to apply a really nice concealer, or you need to make sure that your under eye area is properly concealed before you go in with such dark shades. So I'm just gonna apply this concealer under my eyes in an inverted triangle shape. And I'm gonna put some MAC Pro Longwear Concealer on the back of my hand. Pick up a beauty blender. This is by PAC, and just pick it up from the beauty blender and apply it under my eyes. taking the Revlon Photoready Compact. This is in the shade light medium, and I'm just making sure that there are no creasing under my eyes. There's no creasing because I don't want the powder to settle into the creases. So after that, I'm just going to take this teeny tiny PAC sponge and dip it into the powder. Pick up the powder with that sponge and put it under my eyes. I'm using this powder because it has a little bit of coverage, and I really want to make sure my under eyes are perfectly covered. I'm also going to set the rest of my face with that. For my brows, I'm going to be using the Sigma gel liner in the shade Liberally Toasted. It's a beautiful brown gel liner and really nice if I want to keep my eyebrows in place all day. It's waterproof, it's sweat proof, it doesn't move. So I have been really enjoying this as my eyebrow pomade. And I'm going to go over it with my Sleek Eyebrow Kit in dark because I cannot live without this stuff. So I'm just going to go do my eyebrows off camera and come back. Now I'm going to move on to my eyes, and for eyeshadow I have this beautiful palette by this brand called Zeena, and this is also a Middle Eastern brand. This is a 35 color eyeshadow palette. You can see that there's stuff written in Arabic, which of course I can't read. This is called the Zeena Artist Makeup 35 color eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. Let's just take this off. This is what it looks like. Now seeing it for the first time, it looks exactly like the Morphe 35P palette. 35F or 35P, I think it's 35P, Morphe 35P Plum palette. It looks exactly like that. Now I don't know if they private label it or something, but it looks exactly like the Morphe 35P palette. I've only swatched a couple of these shades on my arms. I haven't played with this eyeshadow palette on my eyes. I've only swatched a couple of shades on my arm, and they look so pigmented. They feel really pigmented. So I'm really excited to play with this, and there are so many colors over here. I definitely want to do something with this beautiful orange shade and this some purple shade over here. So I'm gonna create a very smoky fall kind of look with the oranges and purples, and then again this beautiful neutral section over here is just fabulous. This palette only costs 1500 rupees. I'm gonna leave the links and everything in the bottom bar below, in the description box below. If you are a makeup beginner, if you are a collector, this is an amazing product. But if you are a makeup beginner, I feel specifically for a beginner this is a beautiful product because there are so many neutral shades over here. You can definitely go so many ways with this eyeshadow palette, and then there are tons of browns over here to work with. I recently washed my brushes, so they feel really nice, and I really love playing with recently washed brushes. So I'm gonna pick up this shade over here on a MAC 224, dust off the excess, and this is going all over my eyes as my eyeshadow base. I think I'm gonna go straight in with that orangey shade in the corner over here. This is a PAC 041, and I'm just gonna start putting it in my crease. Ooh, that's lovely. That is quite a bit of pigment. I'm gonna keep building it up until I am happy with the intensity. I'm taking a clean MAC 217 and just buffing it a little bit upwards because I do want you to see a little bit of that orange after all of the purple and everything is done. I still want you to be able to see a little bit of orange in my crease. So I'm just gonna blend it a little bit higher with my MAC 217. Maybe I should zoom you guys in a little bit. That's better. On a Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45 brush, I'm gonna go straight in with the purples. I'm gonna take this purple right here and load up my brush with that. This is the Sigma Small Tapered E45 brush. Did I already say that? Okay, so that's on the brush, dusting off the excess. And this is a great brush for a cut crease look, by the way, because you can see it's very pointy, because I want to make sure the purple stays in my crease, it doesn't cover the orange. So I'm just gonna apply it into my crease. I'm gonna switch to a PAC 041 and blend everything. That wasn't blending, as much as I wanted it to. This is not a cut crease look. That brush is great for a cut crease, so taking a clean 224, I'm just gonna blend this. Some colors in this palette are definitely more pigmented than others. Like I feel like I'm having to work a little bit harder with this purple shade, but I still think it's a great palette because I'm still getting the color that I want. I just have to work a little bit harder, and that may actually be good for those of you who are new and beginners, because then it means that you won't get a big blob of pigmented product onto a place where you don't want. So it's always good to add a little bit more than to take off. I'm gonna take a PAC 391 and I'm mixing this shade and this black shade. So this purple shade and this black shade. And this is just going in the outer corner, the very outer corner. This brush because it's a little bit stiff. It's really easy to apply product in the crease. It doesn't blend product, but it's really nice to apply product in the crease because it is so stiff. Taking my MAC 217 and that first orange shade that we used, I'm just gonna blend this top part over here. Don't forget to blend. I'm taking this first whitey shade. This is a Kryolan brush and I'm just gonna put it right under my eyebrow just to highlight that a little bit. And I'm just gonna put the brush on its side and blend with that. Okay, so on my finger, I'm gonna pick up a mixture of this shade and this shade, both of these shades, because I have a palette, so why not use all the shades? And I'm just gonna apply it onto my lid. Maybe I should use it wet. So I'm just wetting my brush with a little bit of makeup setting spray. I'm using the Sugar Heavy Duty Kohl in the shade Back to Black, and this is going on my top lash line. For my liner, I have the Victoria Fashion Girl Gel Eyeliner, and this is a black gel eyeliner. It comes with two brushes that are actually not half bad. The brushes are really nice. The two brushes look like this. One of them is a pointy liner brush. The other one is an angled brush, and I actually really like the angled brush. I think it's really nice and thin, and you can easily create a winged liner or do your brows with this brush. So, but I'm not going to use that brush. I'm going to use the Sigma EO6 winged liner brush. It's a really nice brush, perfect for winged liner. This is what it looks like. You can see it's just the perfect angled brush for gel liner, and this is what the gel liner looks like. It's all sealed and packed. I've never used it before, so I'm just gonna open the seal. So when my brush went in, I could see that it's quite creamy, so I'm gonna apply my wing with this. I might go out of frame because that always happens. Whenever I'm doing my wing liner, I just get so close to the mirror, like there's only 2 inches between me and the mirror. So I might go out of frame. Very smooth and easy to apply. Just filling in these white spaces. So moving on to my lower lash line, I'm gonna take this L'Oreal Infallible Silkissime liner in the shade Pure Purple, and I'm gonna apply it in my lower lash line. I'm smudging that with a Morphe M508. I'm gonna take a PAC 106, and with that same orangey color, I'm just gonna blend that underneath my eyes. mascara. This is the PAC Big Eyes Magical Mascara. So it has two ends. One of them is for the lower lashes, and this big fat one is for your top lashes. So I'm just gonna apply this onto my upper lashes, and wiggle the brush. Really focus it in the roots and then push your lashes up and wiggle it up. That's how you get the best result with mascara. And I'm also going to apply some falsies. These are the PAC 59 lashes. I've used them once, as you can see. I've used them twice actually, and they only cost 165 rupees, and I've already worn them twice, and this is the third time that I'm wearing them. So I do really love them, especially for 165 rupees. They are total steal. So I'm just gonna apply them and come back. Moving on to my bronzer, I'm using the Bahama Mama bronzer, and this is by TheBalm. This is one of my favorite bronzers ever. So I'm just gonna apply that in a 3 kind of shape, and I'm also gonna contour my forehead with it. I'm gonna clean up my contour with a little bit of translucent powder. For my blush, I'm using this one by NYX. This is in the shade Bourgeois Pig. It's a beautiful bright pinky blush, and I think it'll go really well with the purples in my eyes. But I want to apply it sparingly, so just a little bit. And this is a Morphe E4 brush. This is my favorite brush for applying blush, and I've been using it for about a year now. I'm absolutely obsessed with this brush. And I don't think I can go back to ever using regular brushes for my blush, because I like how the angle pulls the blush outwards and it doesn't give me like a big ball of pink cheek effect. It just gives a really beautiful blended kind of look, which I love. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I barely touch my skin. Like, the brush is barely just gliding over my skin. I'm not moving my skin at all. Okay, now moving on to the best part. This is the highlight, and this is a new highlighter palette by the brand Faresat. I don't know how you pronounce that. It is a Middle Eastern brand. Again, you can see the Arabic over here, and this is called the 4-in-1 baking powder. And when you open it, you'll see how absolutely gorgeous this is. Like, oh my god, it looks like a really nice dupe for the Anastasia glow kits. I don't have any of those, so I don't really know for sure, but it definitely looks absolutely insane. Let me just take this plastic off. Here you can see they look so amazing. I mean, there's not one shade here that I won't use. Usually in kits like this, there's always 1 or 2 shades that are my favorite and 1 or 2 shades that I probably won't use, but I feel like I'll actually use all of these shades. All of them look so good. So I'm gonna apply this on my cheeks and everywhere else where I want to highlight. I think I'm gonna go with the first one over here. So I'm just dipping my brush in it. This is the PAC 045 fan brush, and let's just get glowy together. If you just want a glowy, dewy kind of look, you can definitely dial it down and apply a small amount. It'll give you a really nice healthy glow. But if you want to glow like this, glow to the gods, then you can definitely build it up as well. I'm just applying it in the center of my nose. This really helps make the nose look slimmer. I'm taking that same highlight and applying it under my eyebrows. I'm mixing in the first shade and the white shade, and I'm just gonna apply that in my inner corners. I'm lining my lips with the Color Bar lip liner in Creamy Nude first. Then I have a lot of these lipsticks. They are Victoria True Color Matte lipsticks. So I'm going to create an entire lip swatch video on these, a lip swatch video and review on these. But a little sneak peek is that I am in love. So you could go two ways. You could of course go with a nude, which would look absolutely amazing with this look because the eyes are so bold as usual with most of my looks. But I want to do something different this time because I would have obviously gone for a nude because I love nude lips, but I just want to do something different and apply a really bold lip color. So I'm going to use the Victoria matte lipstick in the shade 40, which looks like this. It's a beautiful matte bold dark purple lipstick. I'm just gonna apply that and we're gonna complete this fall look. I'm just using the angled brush that comes with the Victoria gel liner to clean up the edges a bit. Now I need to set the makeup, and for that I have this Faresat makeup setting spray, and this honestly smells so good. It smells like rose water. So I'm just gonna put this on my face, and this is my setting spray. This gives you a very beautiful dewy kind of look. So you want to wait for it to dry. You don't want to shake it really well before you use it. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something helpful and new. This is the final result. Let me know what you guys think of this look in the comment section down below. And if you order something, let me know which product you got, because all of this is so fascinating to me because it's all Middle Eastern makeup, and I was just so excited that I had a chance to play with all of that. So thank you so much to you guys who support my channel, who subscribe to me. We recently hit 20,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. It's been over 1.5 years since I've started YouTube, and I'm really happy that you guys like my videos. It means the world to me. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'm gonna leave a link somewhere around here. You can click on my face and then subscribe. If you want to follow my fashion and style, you can follow me on my social media. All of the links are on the screen and in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, and I'm gonna see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye.